So I start my days around 7 to 8 a.m., but I do want to try and hopefully wake up earlier, just so that when summer comes around, I can wake up when the sun is up, and I can try and do more of my day even though I stay up longer, because I want to do so much more in the day. Now, the first thing that I actually do in the morning is my wife and I pray in the morning together. While still in bed before actually getting up. The next thing I would do is prepare to exercise and start exercising. Now for me, right, if you saw the last video, exercising has actually been a major focus for me since my knee injury last year, and also focusing on my health, which I'm making a video on at the moment, but I'm still waiting for tests to get done. Alright. I'm actually exercising for way shorter because I have a GP appointment today. Usually I exercise for like an hour up to 2 hours. So going to the GP and then doing some groceries. Well, apparently, I just drank off milk. I have the GP appointment in like 40 minutes after the groceries, so hopefully everything will be okay. Alright, grocery time. GP's finished, so I'm at Woolies. So we only get things from big grocers sometimes because if they're on sale, or if some things we can only get from Woolies or Kohl's. One of these big things is actually the Impossible Vegan Burger, which is right here. Because I can't eat beef that much because of my gout, my health condition. It's pretty close in flavor, mostly, so it's pretty worth it. Now on to Aldi. So, I'm at my favorite place now, Aldi, for groceries, but I didn't bring my wallet, which has a coin in it that I use for trolleys if I have one. This Aldi has a coin trolley, so I'm trying to find a coin. Alright, after about 5 minutes of searching and messaging Reese, there's a coin here. $2. Hopefully it takes $2 ones, not just $1, $2. No, it's not just $1. Let's see. Score. Then after I get home, I double check what we talked about on Sunday, which is kind of our check-in day, which you can go to the Sunday part of this to check it out. And then I make sure I know what I need to do. If there's anything I haven't done yet on the Sunday, I do it on Monday, and Monday's kind of like an admin day like that. So Reese actually works hybrid, so sometimes she's not home, just like today. So I get to do the laundry because I won't disturb her meetings and I won't show up in the background. The problem is, when I checked last night, it said it'd be 30 degrees today, but it is cold, foggy, and gloomy, as you can kind of see because I can't show you the street, but it sucks because that means the clothes won't dry. So I just finished exercising, so now it's time to vacuum because I am staying home and it's kind of dusty. Plus, if you look at the ground from the exercise mat, which is very old, it's full of the exercise mat bits, so it's vacuum time. So we'll probably finish vacuuming tomorrow or Thursday, because we're cooking a lot today. So for now, the room is just fine. Right, time to have our breakfast. So our breakfast is actually just a protein shake, milk. Now, yesterday, unfortunately, the breakfast was a disaster because it was off milk. But today is new milk. And also, one of these. Nice. So some of you watching might say, well, aren't I looking for a job? But I actually am, I just didn't include it in the video. It's part of my admin on Mondays. And as of recording right now, I'm applying to just all the jobs that Seek sends me every day. But back to the video thing. Right now, I'm doing my exercises that I posted on Instagram, the thing that I'm trying to figure out if it actually works or not, as well as blocking my video for this week. Man, doing these eye workouts is an arm workout. Like doing this back and forth slowly, even with like no weight, It's so difficult. Like you're just like. It's so hard. So for all these workouts, the eye ones, I'm trying to do them at least twice a day, like one in the morning, then one during lunch or dinner or something, because you're supposed to do them more than once a day. And hopefully it works. So the way I like to do the dishwasher and clean it up is actually I just put the stool there and then take all the stuff out from there because everything is within reach. It's pretty easy, pretty efficient, and I just get to relax while doing it. Usually I'm watching a video or something as well because it takes a little bit of time. Alright, let's grab our apron and do the dishes. Now, there aren't that many dishes today in the sink, so it's pretty cool. Get to do it really quickly and move on to the next chore, which is getting the clothes. Now, actually, it got hot during the day, so a lot of these clothes ended up drying, which is really lucky. So I put them in the room to clean up for later, because we actually have a visit because they weren't made for sale, but they still tasted just as awesomely the same.
Sumayaw. Baka makita ko dun sa video. You can't see me.
Yo, so today is Wednesday, just finished exercising and everything, doing the usual morning routine stuff. Now today, according to my calendar, is basically just a bunch of content stuff. Yeah, and then research ideas and whatnot, which is basically what I'm working on today. I'm making a spreadsheet, which is basically just so I can get ideas from different people, inspiration and stuff, and trying to make stuff from there with what content they make, all that kind of stuff. That's basically what I'm doing. Something very important that I haven't mentioned yet is that I do devotionals in the morning. I don't have b-roll of that at all, but it's a very important part of my day just to get us started well. And after the devotional, I actually do something else. I have a mission statement of why I want to do this content stuff, as well as inspirational Bible verses about not giving up and trusting God, and some just general inspirational quotes, because content creation burns you out. It's very hard, and in general, people tend to quit within 2 weeks. So I'm really trying to do this, which is why I have that. Package received. Time to borrow a game while they're in Japan. Alright, so on Thursday, after I did some stuff, I kind of just chilled out and borrowed a game from one of our friends who's going to Japan for a few weeks. I'm finally getting to play Final Fantasy 16. I played the demo, really liked it, so at the moment I'm actually playing it. It's been pretty good so far, so we'll see how it goes. But today is a special day, because it's Thursday in Australia. In Australia, stores close really early, like 5 to 6 p.m. if you're not fast food, that kind of thing. But on Thursdays, they close late. So today, Reese and I are actually going to go check out some tennis rackets. Now, it seems kind of random, but ever since I got her to watch the Australian Open, she's been really liking watching tennis, and we've been recently being able to play it with my really old junior rackets. Now, there are a couple of reasons why we want to get new rackets. One, the junior rackets do actually feel different compared to the actual adult rackets, and that's actually, that's pretty much it, really. So, there's a lot of fellas lining up at this place. It tastes exactly like Jollibee, apparently. It's true. But I'm not that happy about it. She asked why. It's because Jollibee, it just doesn't taste that good. There's a lot of way better chicken places here. So, Friday. Nothing much really happened here that's different with like chores and content and whatnot, but every second and fourth Friday of the month, we host a life group where we meet with people either online or in person and discuss God and learn more about Him. Man, this week has been hella busy. Very busy. But this Saturday, we started off our morning super early, 7 a.m. booked to court just to play a little bit of tennis. I used to play 12, 13 years ago, give or take. You wouldn't be able to tell now because I suck. But we started playing tennis because Reese liked the Australian Open and she wanted to try it. So it's kind of our hobby now. Well, starting anyways, so we'll see how it goes. So after this, we went out to get some groceries because it's been a while since I got the groceries. Like I said, this was a busy Saturday, so Reese went out to practice with the worship team because she was leading worship this Sunday. Meanwhile, I stayed home to paint the doors because we had to replace the laundry doors due to a mishap with it getting damaged, which is another story in itself. But I spent most of the day doing a double coat on the doors and figuring out what dry touch meant. Step 1, complete. Paint the sides and paint one side of the door. I have to wait 30 minutes before I flip it though. My back already hurts and I have to do it again. Little did I know that I was going to be in for a world of hurt, because it's not 30 minutes to turn over, it's 30 minutes for dry to the touch, so I had to repaint the parts that the paints came off after I put them somewhere. So, lesson learned, don't put it anywhere until you leave it for a long time. Now, a big thing that I do on Saturdays is the budget spreadsheet. I update it weekly. I am blurring it out for the sake of privacy stuff, but it's something that it's good to do every single week, and I do it every Saturday because it's the end of the week, Monday to Friday spending, and Sunday is the start of a new week for us. Alright, Sunday, end of the 7 days. Today we woke up super early because Reese has worship team practice and she's leading it today, so we have to be there on time. And I kind of just do my own thing while we're here. As you can see, I'm just writing stuff down for to do. I eventually do some research as well on some content that I want to make. I do some other research by scrolling and figuring out what's kind of trending at the moment to see what I can hopefully do. On the lights time. Yeah. I think I turned on the lights.
To them, the three disciples, to tell them to watch and pray. And along those conversations, he said this. Verse 37. In the garden. Again, praise God for that. Last point. You can see, and it's interesting, no? That during his anguish,
and usually after church we hang out with a bunch of our friends, hang out with the church people, with the community, talk a lot, catch up with everybody. After church today we didn't really do much else other than that, but we did do our weekly check-in to make sure that everything's on track of what we want to do, whether it be money, personal, relationship, career, how we did during the week and what we learned, because we did do a check-in at the very start of the year, like an annual strategy meeting, to see what we wanted to do this year. And our check-ins are weekly and monthly. Today's a weekly one, so we're just organizing our week and seeing how everything's going to see if anything needs to be changed from week to week. And then after this, I personally update my whiteboard and the calendar that I have personally, which is shared, and I just make sure everything on there is the main dot points for the week, and I just update the ones on my book just like I showed you before. And the notebook is more in detail compared to the whiteboard, which is more of an overview. So yeah, that's pretty much how my week has been. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you made it here, that is awesome. If not, well, who cares? Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one.